Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Monday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Welcome. Good to see you. Man, I am so excited today. I found my stylus. I know this is a small thing, but the small things make me happy. I found my stylus, and I just ordered a bunch last night. I found it this morning. This is a very good moment. Almost done with my pen. You guys know I don't start another pen until I'm done. I'm almost done with this one. You see it? Jenny, what's going? Hey, I got a farmer little thing for you today. I was thinking about you when I was coming up with the farmer versus florist today. You're gonna like it. You will like it. As you're joining me live, let me know you guys are here. If you don't comment, I don't know you're here. I don't know if Facebook has been kind of weird. So if you are here, comment, say something. I think of you every time I use my pen. No way, that's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, like I have, check it out, like I have another one ready to go, but I just refuse to use it. Like I won't use it. Like I almost freaked out when I thought I lost this one the other day, actually. I was with my dad and I was using this pen and I'm like, where's my pen, Dad? He's all like, relax, it's just a pen. I'm like, no, I need that pen. Virgos. Anyway, I digress. Enough said, yes, enough said. Clara, what? From Florida, my goodness. Welcome, good to see you. Thank you for tuning into that interview. Oh, by the way, update, Thursdays with Sean this Thursday. I'm confirming with my guest, okay? I'll put out the poster tonight, but I'm confirming with my guest what time. I'm confirmed for next Thursday. Oh my goodness, these guests are, like, I am just blown away. Next Thursday, it's gonna be at 1. So one of my favorite movies. What's the movie? What movie? Did I miss something? I think I missed something. But so farmer versus florist. You know, I am listening to an audiobook, and I love this audiobook. It's called Jesus CEO. Oh yeah, enough said. Jesus CEO. Such a good book, right? Such a good book. And in there, she talks about this concept of florist versus a farmer. Well, she doesn't really talk about it in the way I'm gonna talk about it, but she gave me this great idea. The book is called Jesus CEO, and such a good book. But I don't have the book. I'm listening to it in an audiobook, but I think I'm gonna get the book. So anyway, I digress. Let's get into it. So if you were to be asked, would you want to be a florist or would you want to be a farmer? Probably most people would go with the florist, right? Now I'm gonna kind of relate this to another story towards the end, but stick around with me. So most people would pick the florist, and it's probably because it's the end result, right? It's the fruit of all the labor already. The farmers have already done the sowing, and they've sowed the seeds, and they've planted, they've done all this stuff, right? And now you want to be a farmer, great. And now the florist just goes and picks up the flowers and sells them. And the thing is these flowers are not going to give more flowers most of the time, right? They're pretty much done, unless they're like plants. That's a whole different, farmer story. That's a whole different idea. But the concept between a florist and a farmer reminds me of a couple things in network marketing. I'm going to go there. And it's interesting because if you want to be a leader, and if you want to really grow a team, and if you want to treat this like a profession, a business, and grow it to where it actually produces some kind of an income for you, where you can actually use the income, like it's more than 18 cents, you know, like you can actually spend that income, you can use it for your livelihood. If you really want to go there, you won't make it as a florist. You see, you don't want to be there at the end because you weren't there in the start. If you want to be a leader, you got to go through planting those seeds. And here's the thing, as a leader, as a farmer, you already know you're going to plant these seeds, and some of them are going to what? Not grow, not give fruit, right? So you already know that. You already are aware of that. And if you want to be a leader, you got to know that you're going to talk to tens, hundreds, maybe thousands of people before before you get somebody who's excited and pumped up to see your vision and join in with you. You can't expect to go at the end of the line and pick up the roses and say, "Oh, yeah, okay, you're $1 million earner. I'll take you. I'll take you." It just doesn't work like that anymore, right? So, and the thing is this: Jesus. I've talked about this. I've done a couple of lives about this, and I'll go to challenge with anybody. The number one recruiter in the world, he didn't choose to be a florist. He planted seeds wherever he went. He talked about his father. He talked about faith. He talked about being kind. He talked about being a good human being. Everywhere he went, he planted seeds everywhere he went. Do you plant seeds everywhere you go with your opportunity, with your products? I'll give you another example. One of my favorite guys, Abraham Lincoln, right? One of the pioneers in getting rid of slavery, right? He could have very well accept all the stuff that was coming to him and say, okay, you know what, this is too much of a problem, too much of a hassle. I don't want to deal with this stuff. I'll let somebody else deal with this whole slavery thing. But he didn't. He planted the seeds wherever he went. All the movers and the shakers and the people that are making some serious moves and noises in the world are farmers. They're planting seeds everywhere. They're planting seeds at the grocery store. They're planting seeds at church. They're planting seeds when they're getting in the car with their Uber driver. They're planting seeds at Macy's. They're just planting seeds everywhere. They're not a florist. If you want to be successful, and if you want to make it big, when I say make it big, you gotta flip your switch. You gotta change your mindset into, wow, I'm gonna make a lot of money. Okay, yeah, that's great. But if you really have that mindset, then you can say, you know what, I'm gonna help a bunch of people, like a whole lot, right? And I'm just gonna plant the seeds. I'm gonna become a farmer. What good is a florist? A florist is at the end. You get the shop, and well, you don't have a shop anymore these days. And so if you really want to build a team, if you want to become a leader, if you want to be somebody successful in this profession, and success doesn't always translate into dollars and ranks, although it could, but it comes into play where you've helped a couple people out and they're actually grateful to you. That's a good feeling, you know. It kind of offsets everybody else that's like, right? somebody turns around and says, man, you know what? I'm so glad you told me about this thing. Like, I love this product. I never knew about it. I really like this product. I'm just so grateful. Like, that feels good. And I couldn't get that if I were playing a florist, right? Now, if you choose florist, and this may hurt, but if you choose florist, I'm gonna tell you this. Okay. Where else in your life are you playing florist? Where else in your life are you not planting seeds? It's not always about just this profession. Where else in your life are you playing florist means where else in your life are not hustling, working, planting, overseeing, watering, caring for, right? Where else in your life are you playing florist? Is it in your relationship? You're not caring for it. You're not watering it. You're not attending to it. You're not nurturing it. You're not planting good seeds into your relationship. Is it in your business? Is it in your faith? Right? So this whole thing, if you really like just kind of flip it with dollars and cents, and then there's that question, hey, would you take $1 million cash now or wait for a penny to double every day for 30 days and then cash it in then? You know, if you're picking the florist, most likely you're gonna want the cash up front, right? And which translates into, well, you know, I'm not really willing to go through all that hassle, you know, the waiting and the planting and just, you know. Well, if that's your attitude, then you got to check to see where else in your life you have that attitude. Because if you have this, I've talked about this before, there's always a pattern, right? It's not just one thing. How you do one thing is kind of how you do everything, right? But there's got to be a pattern. So where else are you playing that florist role? And I would say, you know what, review and evaluate, and hey, maybe you put the farmer's hat, you know, and get your hands dirty and go out there and plant seeds and talk to people and spread some love. So hopefully with that, you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. One takeaway from this live, drop it in the comments below. Let this feed grow, not planting seeds in my love life. My businesses, my life. Yeah, you and I both. Always plant the seeds everywhere you go. Yes. I always say I'll leave you with this. I actually did a live, I think, on this, but I always say when you're talking to somebody and you leave the conversation, always plant the follow-up seed, which means that you're going to plant that follow-up seed. That is it okay for me to follow up with you and kind of get back to you at a later time. So with that, if you feel like this was worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love, tag a couple people. And yeah, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.